Welcome back to Bibliophiles Audio Files. Today's
Woo.
episode we're doing what?
Sorry, I said woo.
What?
I said woo.
Oh, I thought you
We're
said
back.
whoa. Okay, yeah. Girl, haven't even made it a minute and we're already messing up. Welcome back to Bibliophiles Audio Files. On today's episode, we're doing letter J. And that
Jay.
James. No, it's letter
J
J
for
for
James.
James.
And Jerry.
Oh my gosh, and Jerry, how could we keep forgetting about Jerry, our
Oh my God.
bestie?
Jerry, our bestie.
Jerry.
And
Anyways,
Joby.
Joey Girls. Okay, anyways, sorry, listen. Today we're doing Jersey Girl by Brooke Harris. It is
hmm
available on Kindle Unlimited.
Yep.
You found this one. Is
No,
where
I
we
did
got
not.
this.
It was a wreck from the Facebook group because we needed to fill out letters, and it was the last letter that we filled for the spot.
Yeah, but there's two J books, and you picked this one because it
Yeah.
said Jersey. Because you're
Yeah.
like, I'm from New Jersey. I'm quirky.
Because I'm
So
freaking
that's
self-centered. So I was like, we have to do this one
we have
because
to do
it's
this one.
Jersey.
I was really disappointed when I was reading it, and there was nothing about New Jersey.
Yes,
I
there
thought it
was.
was there.
It took place in Jersey.
I thought it was a Jersey because she wore a jersey.
No,
Oh, listen,
no,
I'm
it took
really
place in New York slash New
stupid.
Jersey.
Did it?
Girl. Yes.
Maybe that'll be my note because that sounds familiar. Anyways, the only place I remember in this book is Ireland.
Well, yeah, there was there too, but like, no, this took place mainly in like Jersey and New York
Yeah.
or both. There's one or the other. I don't remember, but it was New Jersey was definitely involved, my guy.
Yeah, okay, well, listen. Okay,
Listening.
anyways, so the almost the definition. The description is as follows. Eva is home, kind of. She's on American soil, and that's a start, at least. But nothing about her life outside Dublin feels
Oh
familiar
no.
anymore. What?
You made me laugh and I spilled my drink on my notebook.
Can you like maybe stop interrupting me?
I'll mute
Like
myself until you're done.
just a random cutoff sent me. I don't know why. Oh my God. Sorry.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. I'm like wheezing now. I'm a little bit sick at the moment. So like I'm wheezing at this moment. My chest hurts really bad. Okay, all right. I can do
Okay,
this. I'm strong. I'm strong. Okay.
I'll be quiet.
The description is Eva is home, kind of. She's on American soil, and that's a start, at least. But nothing about her life outside Dublin feels familiar anymore. Facing the past is a more difficult than Eva anticipated and more dangerous than she could possibly imagine. When Julian discovers the man who almost destroyed Eva is attempting to push his way back into her life, Julian knows letting Eva go was the biggest mistake he ever made. Julian will have to face his own demons when he leaves Dublin, and saving Eva will expose the secrets behind his games, secrets that could leave her hating him forever. Round 2, game on. So I didn't realize until halfway through the book that this is a second book in a series. And so when
Oh,
it said round 2, game on, I don't know why that didn't click with me, but it should have.
yeah, I didn't know that either. Someone didn't clarify that in the Facebook group where we got this book from. It
Yeah,
would
and
have
like
been good
halfway
if we
through,
used.
I'm like, there are so many details this book is lacking. And then I realized maybe it's a series. So I looked it up, and yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, I thought maybe it might have been like a standalone. It's not a standalone. And we're
No,
not the
it's
only
not.
one to know that because I noticed that in some of the
Oh my gosh,
reviews.
really? Go ahead.
I
Pop up,
did.
Queen.
What about your content warnings?
Oh, oh,
Sorry.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Content warnings,
Do
sexual content, violence, cursing, and blood.
you want me to be honest?
Hmm.
I feel like I might have been the one that contributed those content warnings because there wasn't any when I went to do my review. So, Storygraph, the average rating is a 3.06, but I cannot give you any kind of ratings from that because there are no written reviews. It's
Oh,
just a
so
summary of the 9 reviews that are there.
okay, cool.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So we'll skip over to Goodreads. The average rating on there is 4.02. There's only one-star review that's there, and it's slightly lengthy, but we'll get through it. Was really excited to read this to find out what happens and was sorely disappointed. This book was confusing and off the wall. The main character Eva was already getting on my last nerve by the end of book one. Halfway through book two, I wanted to strangle her. I had to keep rereading pages to make sure I didn't miss something or misread something because of the confusing storyline. It seems like the author was just adding stuff to make a third book. The cliffhanger made me think, are you effing kidding me? What else could you possibly do to these people? I'm not really excited for book three, but I want to find out what happens to Julian because he is about the only character who wasn't getting on my nerves by the end of book two. Ugh, with two G's. 5 star. So this person said, I read this as plain Irish. I liked the story and did not know it wasn't a standalone. I ordered other 2 books in a series and can't wait to continue the story, strong characters, and changing storyline. Okay, you do you, boo. The 1 star rating, which is the only 1 star rating on Amazon, which the average rating on Amazon is 4.4. Reading this was like reading the immature writings of a teenage girl's diary. The author needs an editor and an honest friend.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so this 5 star says, I read the first book as a free book, but bought the second book to find out what happens with Julian and Evangeline. Their antics and sexual chemistry kept me on the edge of my seat. I can't believe I have to wait until May to find out what happens next, but it will be so worth the wait. This was back in 2015, so the third book came out in like 2015.
Hmm.
And that's that.
So it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little 9 years. Anyways, time for James.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
There's some spoilers coming up, sweetie. You better cover your ears.
So the main male character seems very nice. This is a quote. Julian's company affairs were tighter than the Virgin's. He'd broken in last week. Just a real upstanding guy. Marriage material.
In quotes, send in the new girl. And then in like the asterisks, new girl walks in. And then in quotes again, unbutton your blouse.
Yeah, you know?
That's just how that book started.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It started off real strong. Real strong.
What's wrong?
Dude, he told the nurse, like, Eva's dad was in the hospital, which is like it kept talking about her dad, like him in the hospital, and like that's one of the things that clued me to maybe this isn't the first book because I'm
Yeah.
like, what is going on? But he tells the nurse that Eva's dad is his father-in-law and he wants to visit before he passes. And the
Yeah.
nurse has the audacity to flirt with him over his quote unquote wife's dying father,
So rude.
which is it wasn't because they weren't married, but like she knew she as far as she knew he was married and that was his father-in-law that was
So
dying and
rude.
she was flirting with him. And I'm like, girl, give me
So
your
rude.
license right now.
Give me your license. You
Oh,
should
and then
not
the
be a
dad
nurse.
died and Julian was like, nah, she don't need to know. It's fine.
No,
She'll
he
find
did
out.
say he thought she needed to know, but in the right way, I think.
Eventually,
It had to be in the right way.
yeah, but like that's her dad that was
Yeah.
abusive towards her. So like why would he get to decide that for her when they were
Okay, that's fair. I
when they
think I
were
read that
nothing?
somewhere.
Yeah, because like they were like nothing to each other. They weren't dating. I think they had like a past, maybe. I don't remember. If my dad died and my husband didn't tell me, I would be severely upset.
Well, yeah, but your dad's cool.
Okay, so let's pick someone that's not cool. If my dad died, no, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know how that would be like, but still, I just to me,
What
if
about
someone,
what about like if your abusive ex died?
okay, that's my ex, that's not my dad. I don't honestly like my parents are pretty dope, like all of them, because I have a stepdad and a dad and a mom, and they're all pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't know if we can either of us can compare it to anything like that. So, anyways, we'll just skip it. How about that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
Oh, so I'm listening to this through the Lexi Girl app,
Hmm.
right? So the chapter changes, and the first sentence of that chapter, which I had to put in quotes because I busted out laughing. You ready for this?
Yes.
Her perky peach cheeks clench as Julian pushes deep inside her.
What?
Her perky
You don't have to. You don't have to
clench.
repeat it.
That's how the chapter
How?
started.
How? What ended for it to go there? Because I don't
It's
have that written down anywhere, and I'm just trying to
really
like. I'm on the dad died, and now you're talking about peaches.
the dad died later in the book
Peaches,
though.
peaches, peaches, peaches,
Peaches, peaches,
peaches. I
peaches,
know that's
peaches,
like my fifth
peaches,
note
peaches,
though.
peaches, peaches. Why?
I
This was
don't know.
like very, very beginning.
I know, and like Cam asked Julian to save Tamara, which was Eve's sister, who was used as a prostitute in a sex club.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
a
like,
lot later.
yeah, it is, isn't it? Why did I miss so much? Okay, what are your notes?
Lexi Girl didn't read chapter numbers, so I had no idea where I was at. Like it
Oh
just
my
kept going.
gosh.
So that was confusing. Every time they said Julian, I kept thinking of Jurian from the Akatar series.
Oh my gosh, I was too.
The smut scenes were really good.
They were pretty good. They were pretty good. Especially like the tie one. Oh,
The Thai one?
you don't remember him being in the office and then she was like playing with his tie? And then it got like all hot and steamy? Was that not this book?
No, wasn't that Knock 'em Out?
Peaches, 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 peaches,
Wasn't that
peaches.
the third Knock 'em
Yeah,
Out with
it
Lucian and
may.
Sloane?
I am getting my books so mixed up right now. I thought that was this one because like he wears a
You know
tie,
what?
doesn't he?
You know what? That's funny though, because one of my notes, like further down, says kind of giving Knock 'em Out series.
I bet it was that then, because like I distinctly remember it being this guy because his name is Julian. Because
Yeah,
I was laughing. You know how I say if you can't moan it, you can't bone it.
yeah.
So every time I hear Julian, it reminds me of King Julian. So, ima- no, bro. Imagine you're getting freaky, and then all of a sudden the girl is just like, "Oh, Julian,
Yo,
King Julian,
I wouldn't be able to take anybody seriously if they start doing impersonations in bed with me.
Julian."
Which the only person who would be in my bed is my boyfriend. But
Nah, man. Oh, what if he just
oh
like, what if you guys are going at it, and he's just like, "Oh, King Julian,
no, he did an impersonation. Like he did Goofy, and then I think
please don't."
he did something else, and I was just like, I can't even look at you right now. Not while
Okay.
it wasn't while we were doing it.
Oh, because I was gonna say, my husband said that, as Kermit the Frog. Yeah.
No. I don't remember what the other one is that he did, but
Was it Mickey Mouse?
we were just standing there, it might have been. We were just standing there and he just started making noises and I was just like, don't.
Can you stop?
I was just like,
He's
I can't.
breathing, and I was just like, can you not do that right now?
Yeah, no, if he did that in bed, I'd probably get up and leave.
Yeah, just get up, throw your clothes on, leave. No, thank you.
I am now at the part where Julian is going into that sex club to
Yeah.
save did you say
Tamara?
Tamara
I
or is
thought
that
it was
Tamara?
Tamara. It may be Tamara.
Tamara?
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 Tammy.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
Tam
just go with
Tam.
Tam. A Tam
Yeah.
Tam. Let's go with Tam Tam.
Tam Tam.
Because my note says, so he was trying to impersonate a Jersey accent,
Yeah.
and when Lexi Girl said it, I busted out laughing because it just sounded so. I feel like I need to find it and play it for you because it just I cackled.
Yeah.
But she said, "How are ya?" And just looking for a little hubba hubba. And I was just like, because that was so freaking funny. If I can find it real, real fast, because I'm on like 7%. It's funny though, because usually you're the one that has a dying phone.
Yeah, I know it is actually dying. It's on 3%.
I found it.
I never charge my phone.
I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it.
Okay,
I
well,
found
what is
it.
it?
Hang on. I gotta play it for you. I know it's gonna take us some time, but like
That's
you need
fine.
to
I don't
hear
care.
it. You need to hear it. Let's
Our
go.
adoring fans would appreciate us taking all the time in the world.
Yes.
Eva finally has answers. But
Can you hear that?
she's slowly
Mm-hmm.
discovering she asked the wrong questions. She's done being a people pleaser, and now she's going after what she wants. She wants Julian. Julian has always enjoyed a challenge.
Is this
Julia.
on the right
Some
page?
challenges are too big,
Hang on.
even for him.
Some challenges are too big, like this rod.
This doesn't sound right. Hang on. I'm telling you, this is the funniest thing I've ever read. He said, "How are ya?" And then he said, "Was just looking for a little hubba hubba." And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
killed me. And I'm really pissed that it won't play that.
Hawaii, Julian mumbled, laying his accent on thicker than usual. The man at the door didn't reply, but his eyes narrowed to comma-shaped slits. Was just looking for a little hubba, hubba, Julian said, rocking his hips back and forth, stumbling and grabbing onto the man's arm for support.
Close enough.
For a little hubba hubba.
That killed me.
Oh
I
my
swear
god.
to
I love how she
God.
pauses. She says hubba hubba.
Yeah, right?
Was that when they were at the club to rescue her sister?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, they rescued her, right? And they hopped on a plane and he performed some oral, not on Tam Tam, on Eva, and then they like took a nap, right? Because like he had
Yep.
a bed and all that stuff. And it turns out the dude was stabbed and bleeding out like hours ago and was just like, nah, it's fine. So they're
No, that
flying.
was later because that was much, much later.
I thought that was right
Like,
after they saved Eva. Not Eva. Tam Tam.
No, that was when they saved Eva.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I'm skipping ahead. But no, for real, like that bothered me. Because I'm like, why would you not seek medical attention? Like you've got a plane with flight attendants on it. Like surely they could like give you a band-aid or something.
For a stab wound?
Yeah, yeah, better than nothing. What is he
I
gonna
mean, yeah,
do?
I
Put some of her
guess.
juices on it and hope it just magically heals?
Yeah, because she's got a
This
magic,
this
like,
isn't a court of thorns and roses when you have magical tears, okay?
right, yeah.
Look at you,
Yeah.
reasoned. No,
Reasoned.
Reason, Rabbit. No,
I
but Eva and
bread.
Shirley are at the emergency room, whatever, waiting on him to get out of surgery. Shirley's like her best friend. And
Shelly.
is it Shelly? I
I
wrote
thought it was Shelly.
Shirley.
I wrote Shelly.
Shell.
Shellfish.
Shellfish. Yeah, Shellfish. Decided right then was a good time to pick a fight about
Yeah,
her getting back with Julian.
yeah.
Like she's literally in the hospital worried about this dude, and you're like, I don't approve your taste in men.
Yes.
Girl,
That's-
chill. I wrote Shirley, Shellfish here. I don't know, whatever her name is. That's like
Shellfish.
the
Yeah,
only.
shellfish.
That's the only note that I have of her. Did you get a
Um,
little tired of the game reference? Like
yeah, I
Julian kept
mean,
saying, "Oh, it's a game, and it's a game. We're playing a game, and I gotta win the game."
yeah, I think that's just because, like, we did read book one.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
it was a little sorry, damn.
Sorry.
It was a little bit triggering for me because like both of my narcissistic exes viewed our relationship as a game to be won. And
Yeah,
so like every time we talked about the game, I was just kind of like, ick.
fair. You know what my ick was?
Mm.
Golden teeth.
Ew, yes. Ew. You know the Barbie movie and there's the I'm Just Ken
Yeah.
song and
Oh, the
then
Pete
yes,
Pete
Pete, that
Davidson.
is the only thing that I saw when it was that guy with the gold teeth. That like I just saw
No,
Pete Davidson the entire time.
you know what I think of every time I think of golden teeth?
Huh.
Flavor Flav.
Excuse me
Do
while
you
I run to Google.
know? Flavor
Ew.
Flav.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
no. Yeah, I can see that too. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, because he was on an episode of Wife Swap. Have you ever heard of that show? Basically, they swapped wives, and it was a celebrity version. So Flavor Flav's wife and some
Yeah.
other family's wife switched places,
Oh my
and
gosh.
this is the like those things that like stick to you for like the rest of your life.
Yes,
Him
yes.
saying Flavor Flav at the beginning of that wife swap episode has stuck with me my entire life.
How did he say it?
He's just like Flavor Flav.
Oh my gosh.
Like I
That's
don't
so
know.
cringy.
It was awful.
That's so
But
cringy. Yeah.
yeah, it stuck with me for the rest of my life. I think that's just because my dad would make fun of it.
Oh my gosh. I wish the reunion with her sister had happened in this book.
It did, kind of.
Kinda, not really though.
Kind of. The whole premise of the book, from what I understood, is that he was trying to protect her from something.
Yeah, maybe her dad, because I'm pretty sure the dad was abusive.
Maybe that, but I don't know. He was protecting her for something, but I just don't understand. And this is like a note I've made in other books that were very similar to this, where like the guy is just trying to protect her from something. Like, why aren't they just truthful about it?
Okay,
And
Tamlin,
just be
pop
like,
off.
why not just like tell them like, hey, this is going on. I need to make sure that you're safe, and or like even if you can't say what it is, like it's highly confidential thing, just be like, listen,
Yeah.
there's this thing that's going on. I'm concerned about your safety. I'm just trying to make sure you're safe. I can't tell you anything about it, but I just need you to know this is why this is happening, or this is why I'm doing this, or something.
Yeah, I don't like
Ha
that.
what?
That men when men just open their mouth and I'm just like ugh, no when it's like the main male character is like I'm doing this for your safety you can't know about it but just trust me like
Really? Because I'd rather them like if they're doing something, like say something instead of just acting like an.
yeah but tell me what the problem is if it involves me I have a right to know
That's fair.
like
Oh
I don't want
Lord.
Fair.
I don't know like if a guy was
But
just like you're in immediate immense danger but you're not allowed to know about it don't worry I got you babe but like I met this guy like an hour ago like no thank you tell me what's
she
wrong.
met him before that.
Like I know, but
Like she knew him
still,
for a long time, but yeah, I get your point.
you get it. But I don't know why. It's just such a weird thing of mine. I'm like, I wish the woman would like stand up and be herself.
Yeah.
Be a woman,
Yeah.
you know?
I definitely thought he should have invited her to Dublin sooner.
Yes.
Because if that was for her own protection, like why wouldn't he do that like ASAP?
Immediately, yes. Like at the very beginning. I don't know. I think he was like, I think he had good intentions, but I just think that they were all wrong.
They
So,
should have been communicated better. That's what it is.
yes. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. Communication.
On a very different note. So she was just like, Shelly and Julian think I'm so predictable, so I gotta go do something that's not predictable.
You're in immediate danger. Let me go do something crazy,
Because she
guys.
was gonna go get a tattoo,
Oh
and
my
then she
gosh,
changed her
that's
mind. Do you remember
wild.
this?
Yes.
And then she goes and gets a piercing.
On her.
Yeah. They
Yep.
didn't explicitly say that though, so I was kind of confused, but I figured it's where it was.
No, yeah, they didn't specifically say it, but she was talking about it being sore, and then he like made it
And then he went
better,
down on
quote
her,
unquote. And that was when he was stabbed and bleeding out.
and that's where I kind of like figured out what it was.
I can't let you know that I'm bleeding to death because I'm more worried about this right here.
I could not get that done on
I know,
me.
like if it didn't basically spell it out, I don't understand why I wouldn't just say it.
Yeah. They talk about how her perky peach was cheeks were like clenching, but you can't say clit piercing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Clitoral hood piercing.
yeah, I could never get that piercing.
Oh no,
I
absolutely
could never
not.
get a piercing in general. Maybe my ears again, but no, I don't want
Yeah,
any more piercings. But I
I
could
do, but not
never.
that one.
I could never.
I've heard
The
like that
amount of
one
pain.
and then booby piercings, those are apparently like a 10 out of 10 on the pain scale.
There's like other weird piercings too. Like people can just get their labia pierced.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of different piercings down there, and I'm just like, how do you want to do that?
What would you do if like came home and he had like a Prince Albert piercing, which if you don't know what it is, it's a
Oh, I
piercing on
know
the
what
dick.
it is. I know. It goes through it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Thank goodness my man is smart and wouldn't do that. But no. Like I have heard where like people have gotten that stuck in them before because it's snagged somewhere. Yes. Especially if
Oh.
you have like wasn't it the IUD? Is that the thing they insert?
Yeah.
They can get stuck on that. And I'm just like,
Uh-uh.
no, absolutely not. Which I don't have one of those and I don't ever plan on getting one of those, but
Same,
no,
same.
I would be afraid that something would get stuck and he would be stuck there. So
Mm-mm.
no, thank you.
Thanks. I'm good though.
Same with the girl things, because like what happens if like it like gets ripped out or something?
Oh, you just made me. No.
Yeah, exactly. Like to me, like
I don't like it.
I have like my nose pierced and I have had my stud ripped out of my nose at least 3 or 4 times by my children. So like imagine you got it down yonder and you got like a tampon string stuck on it or something. Like that's a no to
Oh,
me. That is a huge no thank you
I
to
didn't
me.
even think about that. Oh my
That's like all I
God.
can think
No.
about.
No.
That is gonna be a
Honey,
no for me,
no.
chief. Honey, no. Oh my
No,
gosh,
thank
imagine you
you.
got that and then you immediately got your cycle and then you were just like stuck dealing with those at the same time.
That sucks.
That would be excruciating.
I just dealt with that and like a sinus infection or something at the same time, and that sucked.
Every time you
So
sneeze, you just got like a waterfall.
no, like
Girly things.
no, every time well, no, I didn't actually sneeze that much. I had coughed a lot though, and every time I did like a really big heavy cough, like I would go dizzy, and then my whole body would
Yeah,
go a little numb for like 2 seconds, and I got a headache. So
that's pretty
that's what we were
nice.
dealing with. Yeah, that was nice for like 2 days. So yeah,
When I
no, I'd
cough
rather.
really hard, I pee a little bit.
Aw, that's cute.
Uh,
Uh,
oh, Megan, no clue who she is, but we apparently hate her. Rolls up
yep.
since she was Julian's emergency contact. And Eva was like, I want to see him. And Megan says, no, girl. And Eva's like, but we're together. And Megan says, we're married, ho.
Yes. Okay, I didn't read the first book. Got to that part in this book, which is literally like the end of the book. And I was kind of like, now it makes me kind of tempted to read the third book just to see how it ends, but I really don't think I will.
I'm probably not. But like, I hope he lives so he can explain. Excuse me. I don't know. I do want to read it, but like, I'm really behind on podcast books right now. So I will probably get that eventually.
Maybe, but
I
probably
am
not.
gonna add it my TBR.
I probably won't.
There's some typos here and there, but I
Yeah.
think that this was a pretty good book. It was written pretty well.
You know what? Sorry.
I like the storyline. You're good. I really like the storyline. Like I think it could have had a lot of more potential if it would have been maybe a little bit more thought out and more
Maybe.
standalone-ish.
I have two other notes though, aside
Oh,
from
okay.
my ending
Yeah,
stuff.
that was my last note. Sorry.
When Julian was saving Eva, you know, when she was pretty much kidnapped and tied down in like the sex club by
Yeah.
the sex club owner.
Yeah.
It was giving like GM Fairy when Beck was saving Leona.
That's what I thought too. Oh my gosh.
I was just
I
like,
just saw that. I was
oh.
wondering if they were just gonna stop and do it right there, just like in that book.
Yeah, with all the blood and gore and stuff. Just,
Yes.
you know, smash. And then why would Eva trust Nathan? The guy. I don't remember who Nathan is, to be honest.
You know the guy.
Yeah, the guy.
I
I
honestly
guess
don't remember either.
the guy who like told her to go back to the sex club, I guess.
Oh, he was,
I don't
wasn't
know.
he?
I don't know, but I don't understand why she would trust like anybody. But then again, what when she don't have the information, what's she supposed to do?
Yeah.
But overall, book two, I don't know. To me, it was kind of hard to follow along. Like after a while, you kind of got into it and got an understanding of it.
Yeah,
But
you found your
like,
groove a little bit, yeah. It did take a
but
little bit to get into it.
yeah, that's all I have. What's your rating?
3.75 out of 5.
Same.
Oh my goodness, we're twinsies.
Twinsies, 2 books in a row.
I know, right? Look at us go.
Wow.
My buzzwords are suspenseful,
Hmm.
confusing,
Yeah.
because it was very confusing, and unforgettable, because the plot was pretty good, if I admit.
My comments are, it was a 4 actually, but it got kind of boring at the end, which is why it dropped down a little bit.
Hmm.
Shellfish is annoying, and the smut was good though.
Hmm.
So that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, huh?
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Okay, well, yeah, so I believe I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was it was pretty okay. It was pretty, I mean, it wasn't
It was
bad.
okay.
It was
I
okay.
think
That's okay.
honestly, if I read the first one, it might have been better.
Oh my gosh, yes, it would have been 10,000 times better because we would actually know what in the heck was going on.
Yeah.
But this was recommended to us in like a Kindle girly group, I think. And like they didn't mention that this was not a standalone.
Yeah.
So that would have helped a lot in our decision to
Yeah.
read this or something else. But I did like it. It was good plot.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think it was pretty alright. It was okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Sorry. Okay, so thank you for joining us on this episode of Bibliophiles Audiophiles.
Yep.
We have an email. Yep. We have an email at biblioaudiopod@gmail.com if you'd like
And
to send us a
it's
little message.
oh yeah, so we love messages.
Yeah.
Or you can send us a message on Instagram at Biblio
Mhm.
Audio Podcast, or we
Mhm.
have a website, which I don't think you can message us on there, but you should still check it out, which is biblioaudiopod.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys in the next episode.
Yippers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.